This is Swareena Aggarwal and you're watching the Big Talk series. This is the first video of the channel and welcome. So what's the Big Talk? Well, Big Talk is talking big because when you talk big, you think big. When you think big, that's when you do big. Why is this video even happening? This reason is quite selfish. When you inspire others, that's the only way to stay inspired. Now, very recently, I finished reading the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I thought, why not do it? I'm sharing the 7 ways to elevate your life, featuring the 7 habits of highly effective people, and here we go. Habit number 1: be proactive. Being proactive means taking responsibility. We all make mistakes, we all screw up, we all do things we shouldn't have done, but that happens. That shit happens. The way to get past it is to take responsibility, find out why you did it, learning from it, not repeating it again, and then let it go. Being proactive means finding solutions to the problem that you thought didn't exist. Being proactive means understanding that no matter what the situation is, what the problem in front of you is, the solution exists, and you just need to put all the resources that are available to you at disposal and just find the solution. Being proactive means taking responsibility for your life and just not go blaming others for it. Habit number 2: begin with the end in mind. Quite simple. We all wake up for our days not knowing what we are supposed to do. The whole day goes by and nothing gets done. Well, that happens a lot. Begin with the end in mind means setting priorities, doing things that need to be done first, and then go about other things. Begin with the end in mind means knowing what needs your attention first. Begin with the end in mind is imagining yourself on your deathbed. Well, don't get too involved with it. Just imagine yourself at your deathbed and imagine how do you want your loved ones to remember you. Do you want to be remembered as someone sluggish or someone snobby, or do you want to be remembered as someone really nice, or someone really charming, or someone really understanding? Just figure it out what you want and then live your life accordingly. Begin with the end in your mind means knowing your mission and your vision and living accordingly. Habit number 3: prioritize, or put first things first. It goes hand in hand with the begin with the end in mind, knowing what needs to be done. Things that need to be done now are to be done now, and you have to set priorities and work accordingly. There are basically 4 kinds of work that we do: the work that's important and urgent, work that is important and not urgent, work that's not important but urgent, and work that is not important and not urgent. And most of the time we humans end up doing the work that's important and urgent, and this sense of urgency is what drives us. If the work is not hanging literally over our head, that work is not going to get done. But this urgent work is not usually the most productive work. We need to calibrate ourselves to be able to do the work that's important but not urgent. And for this, we need to learn how to set deadlines for ourselves. There will be things in life that have deadlines, and then there will be things with no deadlines. Things with deadlines: the project that you have to submit. Things with no deadlines: building a side business. And trust me, if there are no deadlines and if you haven't learned how to set your own deadlines, that side business is never going to get built. Work that you do expands to fill the time of its completion. In other words, if you don't set deadlines, the work is never going to get done. That's actually the Parkinson's law. But you don't need to know the name, just get the basic idea. And most important, please, please, please do not multitask. No, multitask is not getting anything done. Multitask is the evil of productivity. No, please don't multitask. And most people don't understand this. They think multitasking is good, but actually it's not getting anything done. You need to learn how to do the work that's important and not urgent, and that not important and not urgent work, and not important and urgent work, that not important work, we need to learn to let it go, or at least delegate them. But the sense of urgency that drives us is not going to take us anywhere. We need to learn to finish the work while it's still not urgent. Habit number 4, find a better way, or think win-win. In any argument or in any negotiation, there are basically 4 outcomes: win-win, win-lose, lose-lose, or no deal. Win-win means both party gets what they want. Win-lose means one party wins, the other loses. No, lose-lose means no one wins, and no deal, nothing really happens, no one gets anything. Now, quite logically, the lose-lose is the worst, the win-win is the best. And then there is the no deal, which is the best in case you don't get a win-win. How? The author argues, if both of the parties in a negotiation are not getting anything they want, or are not satisfied with the end of the discussion, they eventually end up losing the support from the other. And even if you win at an argument in a negotiation, you eventually lose someone who can later invest in you. And when that happens, you ultimately end up losing, even if you do win the small negotiation. That is winning a battle but losing a war. So connections is the only thing in the world that keeps us going. Your network is your net worth. So if you are destroying your network by winning these small arguments or these small negotiations, you're basically not getting anywhere. Finding the better way means finding a way in which both of the parties are satisfied. And if in any situation you're not able to find that way, even if you are winning and the other person is losing, you should go for the no deal. If it's not a win-win, it should be a no deal where nothing happens. It's not a lose-lose. A no deal is not a lose-lose. A no deal is like the deal wasn't even made at the first point. This can be quite hard to understand, can be quite hard to digest, but actually it makes sense. When the other person can't trust you enough, how can you ever partner with them in future? And this habit goes in hand with the habit number 5, which is seek first to understand and then being understood, which is very simple. You first need to understand others, what others want, and that's the only way they will ever understand you. If you give other people the psychological air, if you let others know that you are there to understand them, that's the only way they are ever going to trusting you enough so that they may listen to you. Actually, this is quite an interesting influence tactic. Give them what they want, give them the trust. Only if when you are influenceable, you can ever influence. So if they think that they can trust you, they can make you understand what they want, that's the only way they will ever listen to you. Habit number 6, synergize. Synergize or synergy means the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. Synergizing means teamwork. Synergizing means understanding that you can't do everything alone. Synergizing means putting your ego aside, asking for help. Synergizing means delegating. Learn to delegate. Learn to use others people's strength. Learn to build their strengths. Learn to invest in other people. Learn to build that psychological air of trust where people can trust each other. Synergizing means going from the independent mindset to an interdependence mindset. The author argues there are three stages of development. First is dependent, then is independent, and then comes interdependence, which is the optimum type of living that there exists. You can always live productively when you are interdependent, when you are working on each other's strength rather than working alone or feeding off others. Interdependence is living together. So, synergizing means delegating. Synergizing means helping each other, investing in each other. Habit number 7. Rest. Or as the author calls it, sharpen the saw. There are 4 sets in a human being. 4 sets of being actually. Heart set, soul set, mindset, health set. And you can only live happily if all those 4 sets are in alignment. Heart set is your emotions. Soul set is your spirituality. Health set is your health. And mindset is your way of living or your thinking. Rest means giving rest to these 4 sets. This doesn't mean Netflix and chill. Don't Netflix and chill. This doesn't mean scrolling through Instagram. This doesn't mean going to the bar and drinking. This rest means giving rest to your soul. This means that go and take walk in parks, spend time alone, understand yourself, journal. Rest means cutting out people from your life that don't feed your soul but feed off your energy. It is protecting your peace, protecting your mind, and you have to be quite brutal about it. People will enter your life and sometimes, and people are not bad, okay, but there will be people who are toxic, who just don't let you grow, and you will have to learn to cut them out. It's brutal, it's hard, and it sounds really bad, but it needs to be done. Because when people don't let you grow, they're not actually your well-wishers. Even if they're not doing, not doing it intentionally, you have to let them go. You have to protect your peace. Go read books. Go spend time with nature. Do something that actually inspires you. Rest. Go sleep. Sleep is actually a very good healer. You heal in your sleep. Go and sleep. But just stay away from toxicity. There's this quote, just because you are thirsty doesn't mean you're going to drink poison. And just because you're alone, you're not going to connect to toxic people. So just push away all the toxicity from your life. And with this, we finish the 7 habits of highly effective people and the 7 ways to elevate your life. Now, guys, this was my first video, and if you like the content, please like it, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be posting more videos soon, and I hope you loved it. Now, guys, bye bye and see you soon.